Hello everybody and welcome to tonight's matchup between the Eaglettes and the Bledsoe County Warriorettes, I guess is what the name would be for them. But tonight is a very special night, senior night. There is no seniors on the girls team, but obviously for the boys team, something that you want to look out for. They just went through the starting lineups, and I will go through them as well. For Van Buren County, you have number 32, Emma Gammon, number 11, Addison Roberts, number 13, Ellie Grissom, number 12, Abigail Netherton, number 44, Kara Mills. And for the opposing team, Bledsoe, the Warriorettes, number 1, Molly Agee, number 2, Ava Reel, number 4, Lillian Sherrill, number 10, Carly Schneider, and number 21, Kaylin Angel.
All right, we got a pretty good turnout here tonight, and I didn't see which the turnover was for, but right now it's in the Eaglettes' possession.
Abigail Netherton driving up top at the logo, passes the Addison Roberts, passes the Karen Mills, no good. Bledsoe now bringing the ball up the floor. Guarded by Emma Gammon. Passes the number 10, Carly Schneider. Back to number 2 to 21. 21 driving in, tipped away by Karen Mills. It'll remain Bledsoe County ball. Bledsoe County, number 21 steps out of bounds, and it'll turn over to Van Buren County Eaglettes ball. Abigail Netherton looking for options. Karen Mills sets the screen. Abigail for 3, no good. Laura Gammon going for the rebound, but instead number 2, Ava Reel gets it. Ava Reel bringing up the basketball, shoots, deflected by Van Buren, and it'll remain Bledsoe County ball. Bledsoe County looking for anybody to throw the ball into. Finally gets to the number 10, back to number 2. Her shot is no good. Number 1 with the rebound. She goes up, and that's 2 for Molly Agee.
That's the first points of the night.
Kara Mills finds Emma Gammon. Emma Gammon's shot no good. Rebounded by number 1, Molly Agee. Off the shot, no good. Rebounded by number 21. 21 out to number 1, Molly Agee once more. Bledsoe County looking for anybody. Finds number 4. Deflected away by Addison Roberts, scrambling on the floor. And Bledsoe County is fouled by number 11, Addison Roberts. That's her first. Pass in by Bledsoe, back to number 1. Number 1 finds number 21. Her shot no good. Rebound by Karen Mills. Mills to Netherton. Netherton driving up the floor with some pace. Goes up for the jumper, and she gets 2. Bledsoe County looking for anybody, cannot get it. Turnover by Abigail Netherton. Netherton goes up, and the shot's no good. Foul on number 32, Emma Gammon. And that's 2 fouls for the Eagles. Bledsoe County, number 1, Molly Agee driving in, steps on the baseline, and it's Eaglettes ball. Netherton slowing down the basketball game, walking up the floor. Guarded by number 4, Lillian Sherrill. Roberts to Mills. Mills goes up for 2. No good. Back to Mills. Mills finds Roberts. Roberts finds Netherton. Netherton setting up a screen. Kara Mills, Ellie with the 3, and that's 3 for Ellie Grissom.
That puts the Eaglettes just a little bit ahead of the Warriorettes.
Number 21 for Bledsoe goes up, and her shot's no good. Bledsoe County down one person, and Karen Mills gets fouled. Foul on number 4, I think. And that's Lillian Sherrill's first. Kara's first shot good.
That one bounced
Second
off the
one,
inside.
not so much. Number 4 will take a shot. Hits nothing. Now Van Buren's ball. Addison Roberts finds Mills. Mills to Netherton. Netherton looking for a shot. Passes to Addison Roberts. Addison Roberts can't get her hand on it. Out to Mills. Mills to Netherton. Netherton, the A and 1. Let's see if she can make this shot to make it a 7-point lead. Did you see who that foul was on?
I did not.
Because I did not either. Netherton's shot no good. Rebound by Emma Gammon. Gammon finds Netherton. Netherton to Mills. Mills goes up. No good. Gets her own rebound. No good. Mills gets a rebound again. This time finds Emma Gammon. Gammon to Netherton. Netherton for 3. No good. Rebounded by Bledsoe. It's number 1, Molly Agee. Molly Agee drives in. Can't find anything. Mills with the rebound, passes to Netherton. Ellie Grissom for 3, and she's got it. That's 2 threes in this first quarter by Ellie Grissom, and forces Bledsoe to call a timeout. And the Eagles are leading by 9 points. Eaglettes rather.
And during this break, we would like to thank our sponsors at the Hitch Outfitters for all of your outdoor needs. Also, another thanks to Chad Lassiter over at Farm Bureau in Spencer. You can contact him at 931-946-2288.
Bledsoe County will inbound the ball after the timeout. Bledsoe County really just needs to find anything to get them going, some momentum getting their way. Number 1 finds number 21. 21 to number 2, Ava Real. Ava Real drives in, shoots up, gets blocked. Netherton driving finds Emma Gammon. Her shot no good, but draws the foul. Foul on number 4. Lillian Sherrill, that's her second. Emma Gammon's first shot good. Second as well, and that's 2 points for Emma Gammon. Number 4 with the ball for Bledsoe, Lillian Sherrill. Sherrill finds Agee into Angel. Back out to Sherrill. Sherrill trying to find somebody. Number 21 trying to find somebody. And she will draw the foul by, I believe, Ellie Grissom, number 13. Yes, on Ellie Grissom, number 13. And that's her first. Bledsoe County tipped by Kara and stolen by Kara. Netherton drives in, pull-up jumper, no good. Number 2 with the rebound, Ava Real. Real drives in, goes up with 1, and that's 2 for Ava Real.
And while we have this moment, we'd like to say sorry for any technical issues, such as focusing on our hero cam and the tilt of our regular camera.
Roberts passes to Netherton. Netherton driving, nobody there. Netherton goes up with 1, rebounded by Emma Gammon. Emma Gammon on the pass just gets stripped away by number 21, Kaylin Agill, Angel. Bledsoe County looking for anything. Pass is deflected by Bledsoe's own teammate. It'll remain Van Buren County's ball.
Eaglettes are still leading by 9 points at 13-4. As Netherton is bringing the ball back down the court. Pass it over Grissom.
Grissom to Roberts. Roberts almost gets the ball taken. Back to Mills. Ellie Grissom calling for the ball in the corner. She'll put up a shot. No good. Rebounded by Bledsoe's number 1, Molly Agee. Agree bringing up the ball with some pace this time to number 4. Number 4 will fire up a shot from way out. No good. Out to 54. 54's pass stolen by Abigail Netherton. Kara Mills with 2. And that brings up Van Buren County 11 points.
Bledsoe's number 1, Molly Agee, is taking it slow as we count down less than a minute left in this quarter. Just a lot of passing around the court. Over to number 10, who is going to try to go for the layup. Passes it over to number 4, goes up for 3, and it is good.
Number 4's 3 is good. And that's 3 for her, which brings the lead down to only 8. Netherton driving in, finds Emma Gammon. Emma Gammon's shot, no good. Number 10 with the shot, her shot no good, and that'll do it for the first quarter.
Eaglettes lead 15-7, both points scoring 3 fouls each.
Kaylee, what are you thinking about this game? What's something that Bledsoe could do better to try to bring this lead up more? Down more.
I haven't noticed as much so far, but I think our Eaglettes we've got this in the bag. But you never know. Tides could turn.
Definitely, we could see a little bit of Bledsoe spark with that 3. But there's been a lot of 3s attempted, so maybe not. Bledsoe might have just got one to fall, but I think we finally got our camera to work. Could be wrong. Inbounds by Bledsoe. Bledsoe's number 10, Carly Schneider, bringing up the ball. Schneider with the ball finds number 2, Ava Real. Real's shot deflected, and they'll get called for the foul. I think that's number 32, Emma Gammon. Yes, it was Emma Gammon, and that is her second foul. Ball stripped away by Karen Mills. She finds Netherton away up the court. Netherton goes up for the layup, and that's 2 more for her.
That puts the Eaglettes up 10 points.
Tipped out of bounds by Ellie Grissom. Bledsoe going to try to find any kind of way to score some points here. Pass to number 10, but deflected by Addison, and in the process gets hit to hip, and that's Addison Roberts' second foul. Number 10, Carly Schneider, slow to get up. Finally does, and she'll be headed to the bench.
I'm working on it.
Eaglettes playing some tough defense right now, not allowing Bledsoe to get many shots off. Bledsoe's number 1 drives in and gets fouled by, looks like again, Addison Roberts, number 11. It will be on Addison Roberts, number 11. That's her third. That's, as she said, just in this first 2 quarters, Bledsoe not having very many. Could play an effect at the end of the game.
We'd like to say sorry one more time for our technical difficulties for our screen going black. We are trying out a few new things tonight.
Number 1 second shot is good, and she has 3 points of the night. Netherton finds Ellie Grissom. Grissom to Alfred to Mills. Netherton for 3. Her shot no good. Rebounded by number 21, Halen Angel. I always say Agel.
It's easy to get mixed up, especially when we're not used to these sort of, well, with these last names. They're all new to us.
54 throws up a shot. Her shot air balls. Rebounded by number 2. Her shot good. And that brings Bledsoe only down to 7. Definitely a better night than they played at Bledsoe. I heard it was pretty bad at Bledsoe. Shaylin Ross's shot no good. Rebound Karen Mills, and she's got 2 more. .54 in the corner, kicks ball by Karen Mills. It'll remain Bledsoe County ball. Ava Rill looking for anybody to bounce the ball to. Looks for number 4, but deflected out by Karen Mills. Finds number 1 on their basketball hoop, rebounded by Abby Alford. Alford to Netherton to Grissom. Her 3 no good. Rebound by Shaylin Ross. She goes up for 2, and her 2 is good.
Now put the Eaglettes up 11 points, 21 to 10.
Seems like every single time Bledsoe scores, the Eagles just come back right at them. Eaglettes. Out to number 2. Number 2 driving in. Finds the basket. That's 2 more for her. Netherton looking for anybody to throw the ball into. Sapp not happy with Grissom on that. Having to force him to call a timeout. Didn't want to turn over the ball to Bledsoe.
And during this timeout, take another moment to thank our sponsors, the Hitch Outfitters, for any of your outdoor needs, and Chad Lasser over at Farm Bureau. Give them a call anytime you need some insurance. Alright, we're coming back from the foul. It's, well, not foul, but timeout, and it's Van Buren ball. Netherton's bringing it down the court, goes for a 3, and it's no good. Bounced off the rim.
12 tasseling for the ball, finds number 10. 10 to number 1. Number 1 goes up for the layup, and she's got it. Molly Agee with the bucket. Abigail Netherton bringing the ball up the floor, passes to Grissom. Grissom to Mills, and she is fouled on the shot by number 21, Kaylin Angel. Got it right this time.
Nice. This is the first foul from the Warriorettes in this quarter, making it their fourth one this first half.
Kara's second is good, unlike her first. And that's one more for the Eaglettes. Number 2 driving in, shoots up the shot, rejected. Rejected again by Kara Mills. Bledsoe County's ball team doesn't look like a very tall team. Netherton goes up, no good. Foul by number 12, Abigail Netherton. And that's her first. Like I was saying before, Bledsoe County Warriorettes don't look like they have a very tall team, which gives them a bit of a disadvantage whenever it comes to playing basketball, but they're still got a little bit of spark in them, as you can tell.
They can't help our tallest player on the Eaglettes is 6'3".
True. 21 finds 4. 4 will throw up the shot. No good. Rebounded by Kara Mills. Mills passes to Netherton, and she'll bring the ball up the floor. Netherton to Ross. Ross for 3. Her shot is good. Bledsoe looking for anybody to pass to.
Yeah, they're not doing so hot. Eaglettes seem to just keep that 11-point lead at all times.
Seems like they can't get anything inside of the paint. Mostly their passes around the perimeter.
I was scared I was going to jinx myself for a moment there.
Ellie Grissom fouled on the shot, it seems, and she'll get 2 shots.
Second foul.
Foul committed by number 1, Molly Agee. That's her first.
Second one for the second quarter.
Grissom's first shot, no good.
We have number 54 trained out for 21 for the Warriorettes.
Grissom's second shot is good, however. Grissom had 2 threes in the first quarter, and that's Grissom's first points of this second. Tipped out by Bledsoe, Van Buren County ball.
That free throw put Eaglettes 26 points to the Warriorettes 14 points, as we have almost 3 minutes left on the clock.
Five seconds called for the Eaglettes, and the Warriorettes will get the ball in return. Warriorettes really need to find something to go their way. A lot of passes on the 3-point line, not a lot of passes in the paint, which is the obvious shots that you want to be taking. They're the easiest and only 1 point less. 54 thought about it. Out to number 2. 2 drives in. Her shot no good. Rebounded by number 1. She goes up. Also no good. Rebounded by Kara Mills. Mills to Netherton. Netherton loses the ball off her foot, but got it to Ellie Grissom. Grissom to Alford, and she's got 2. That's Abigail Alford's first points of the night.
As we go back into another timeout. So, never got to ask you, Rogan, how do you think this game's going to turn out?
Bledsoe County's really got to find something in the paint, or they're not going to be able to put up a bunch of threes. Eaglettes playing very hardcore defense out on the three-point line. That's the only passes that Bledsoe's been able to get. The only time that's been in the paint is off of rebounds. Really, if the Eagles keep on playing like they are, I think they'll come out with a dub. But Bledsoe County could always turn it around if they start finding some points in the paint. They got two pretty decently tall girls that I bet could score some points in the paint, but not looking very hopeful for the Warriorettes.
They'll definitely have to try really hard, especially since the Eaglettes have that 14-point lead right now. And we come back from that timeout, and it is Bledsoe ball as they bring it back down the court, deciding what they're wanting to do.
Bledsoe County, number 1, drives in, kicks it out to number 10. 10 goes up for the shot, no good. Fouled by number 44, Kara Mills. That's her first.
Can't exactly always just reach over them. Sometimes you accidentally touch them.
And for the shots, it'll be Michaela Simmons. She has no points on the night, but hopes to capitalize on these. First shot, no good. Second is.
That brings them up to 15 points. Netherton brings it down the court, passes it to Grissom. Grissom goes for a 3, and it's no good.
Alfred back out to Grissom. Grissom to Netherton. Netherton trying to find her way in the paint. Out to Grissom. Grissom to Alfred. Alfred to Mills. Back out to Grissom to Shaylin Ross. She's up for 3, and she's good on it. That's 2 threes from Shaylin Ross in this quarter.
That puts
pass by number 1. Trying to find number 3, but she wasn't really paying attention.
Now the Eaglettes are 31 to 15.
Netherton driving her way in the paint, shoots the shot off the backboard. Mills gets fouled on the shot by number 54, Michaela Simmons. And Kara Mills hoping to get her 7th and 8th points on these free throw shots.
But looking out, we got a pretty good crowd out tonight. They even opened up the stage for a very own special student section since it's senior night.
Mills' first and second is good, and she will get her 2 more points.
That puts them ahead by 18 points so far.
Number 4 guarded by Netherton. Number 4 passes to number 10. 10 fouls number 1, Molly Agee. They're just trying to drive into the paint, it seems. Another pass goes out of bounds, and it's Eaglettes' ball once again.
Got less than a minute left on the clock as Netherton passes over to Ross and then to Mills. Mills goes up for the layup and gets 2 points for the Eaglettes.
Out to 54, grabbed by Kara Mills. She gets it. Netherton goes down. Finds Ellie Grissom in the corner. Grissom's shot, no good. Rebounded by number 54. Michaela Simmons.
Grissom's last couple attempts at threes haven't gone too well in her favor.
54 looking for a pass. Another kick ball by Kara Mills. Bledsoe finds somebody to inbound to. They go up for a layup. That's Molly Agee, and she's got 2 more. Netherton with 7 seconds left passes to Ellie Grissom. Grissom shot no good. Rebound by Shaylin Ross. She'll go up no good. Rebounded by Bledsoe, and that'll end it for the first half in between the Eaglettes and the Warriorettes. Obviously some stuff that Bledsoe County could capitalize on at the half.
Yeah, they definitely don't know what to do with the hard defense of the Eaglettes.
Definitely need to try to find a way to get some points up on the board, bring them back from this. Seems like sure defeat, but we'll see on the second half of the game. We'll see you guys after the half.
1.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back. Eaglettes will inbounds the ball at the beginning of the second half. Netherton finds Grissom. Grissom to Mills. Mills out to Roberts. Roberts back in the game. Roberts walks. And it's Bledsoe County's ball. Bledsoe County slowing it down a little bit as they need to try to find some points to put up. 2 to number 10, 10 out to number 4. 4 driving in, her pass goes nowhere. But it's back out to 1. 1 to number 4, Lillian Sherrill. Sherrill to number 21, 21 to 2. Passing around a little bit, trying to get the defense a little bit disorganized. And they do, and they get drawed for the draw a foul. And it's on number 44, Karen Mills, her second. At the line, Molly Agee, leading scorer for Bledsoe County Warriorettes. And see if she can get 2 more points to start this first half. Her first shot is good. Second as well.
Not exactly the greatest start for the Eaglettes back into the second half, but we'll have to see how it goes as Netherton brings it back down the court.
Grissom into Mills, her shot no good, gets her own rebound. Goes out to Netherton, deflected away by number 1, remains Van Buren County's ball. Nice effort by, number 4, Lillian Sherrill. Long pass to Grissom. Grissom to Mills. Out to Netherton. Netherton for 3. No good. Rebound by number 21. Number 2 bringing the ball up the court. Number 2 guarded by Ellie Grissom. Passes over top. Gives it number 21. Now to number 1. And her throw goes out of bounds.
And it is now Eaglettes ball.
Eaglettes trying to start something scoreless in the second half, I think. Mills to Netherton, Netherton to Gammon, Gammon to Roberts. Back out to Netherton, Netherton for 3, her shot no good. Mills, little spin around move, and she gets 2.
That puts the Eaglettes at 37 to the Warriorettes 19 points.
Pretty big student section crowd compared to the other nights, as it is senior night. Like Kaylee Yates said earlier, house is a bit more full.
It's definitely full of parents and siblings and everything, anticipating those moments. I will be walking out alongside a lot of our other media club members.
Gammon finds Roberts. Roberts to Netherton. Netherton to Mills. Back to Netherton. Netherton shot no good. Rebounded by number 21, Kaylin Angel. Number 1 bringing up the ball. Pretty good ball handler. Passes to number 4. 4 drives in. Out to number 10. Back to number 1. To number 2. 2 blocked by Kara Mills. Bunch of blocks by Kara Mills. Gotten a lot of turnovers. Abigail Netherton, a little bit of an easy layup, but she misses.
They're definitely playing a harder offense in this second half. Seems like they realize what they really need to do.
Walk there by number 21, Kaylin Angel. And the Eaglettes will bring up the ball once again. Only 2 points by them in the second half, and not necessarily the start that you want, but only 2 points from both teams with 5 minutes remaining. Mills to Netherton. Netherton in the corner, breaks free from the defender. Out to Mills. Mills goes up and draws the foul.
The Eaglettes are now 20 points away, and hopefully we can get about another 2 points from this.
Mills hits her free throw.
That was incorrect. Just a 1 point, but hey, not complaining.
Tipped away by Netherton. Number 1 remains with the ball. Molly Agee looking for somebody. Timeout for Bledsoe, unexpectedly. Trying to give their players a little bit more motivation, I guess.
A little pep talk. Or maybe they might be good with it. You never know. Sometimes it looks the same.
And at the timeout, we'd like to thank our sponsors, Hitch Outfitters, for any of your outdoor needs. Got stuff like water bottles, t-shirts, sandals, anything outdoorsy. And secondly, we got Farm Bureau with Chad Lassiter. Go there for any of your insurance needs. They've been a huge support to the Eagle Network all year long. We'd like to thank them.
Especially for bringing this out to you guys here tonight.
Number 1 and number 10. 10 finds number 4, Lillian Sherrill. Sherrill drives in. Almost an over back violation. Grissom finds Netherton cross court. Netherton goes up. No good. Rebounded by Mills. Mills goes up for 2, and she's got it. That's 7 points for Mills in this third quarter. Almost stripped away by Grissom. Number 2 goes in. Blocked by Kara Mills. Somehow number 1 got it. Her shot no good. Rebound by Kara Mills again. Netherton finds Emma Gammon wide open over there, but a little bit of a shorty pass. And Emma Gammon with the pass from Kara Mills, his points are good.
And that'll put the Eaglettes at 44 points.
A little bit of a no-call foul right there by Addison Roberts, but that's her 4th. And we'll send her out of the game for probably the majority of the rest of the game.
Yeah, there's 2 fouls on the Eaglettes in just this third quarter and 1 on the Warriors.
Bledsoe struggling with their inbound plays. Eagles just been able to get the ball the majority of the time. Mills finds Ellie Grissom in the corner. Grissom shoots. Her shot no good. Rebounded by Emma Gammon. Gammon finds Netherton. This time she'll shoot. Her shot also no good. Trying to rebound. It's number 54, Michaela Simmons, but she tips it out of bounds. Netherton inbounds to Gammon. Gammon finds Ross all the way across court. Ross tries to pass to Mills, but deflected by number 54. Number 2 with the layup. She's blocked. Goes up again, blocked again. Tries to get her own rebound. Once again, a little bit of a scramble here. Tough defense by the Eaglettes, but a little bit of a weird shot there, but it goes in.
An insane shot. I did not expect that to go in.
That's only the 4th point for the Warriorettes. On the floor, foul on number 54, and that is her 2nd. Netherton will find somebody inbound too, finds Mills. Mills to Grissom. Grissom goes up and in, and that's 2 more for Grissom. Her 1st points of the half.
Eaglettes are absolutely killing the Warriorettes with their 25-point lead.
Four finds 10. 10 shot is good, and that is Carly Schneider's 1st points of the game, and she's got 3. Netherton out to Ross. Ross drives in, deflected out of bounds, and it'll remain Eagles ball. Shaylin Ross drives in and finds the bucket. Shaylin Ross has a bunch of points this game. Number 1 goes up. Her shot, no good. Netherton now driving forward, and it's called for the carry. A little bit of awkward bounce on one of her dribbles. And Abby Alford will check in for Kara Mills. Bledsoe's number 1 trying to get her offense to get working.
Yeah, they aren't taking any slower in this last minute. They're trying to get fast and get a couple points before we go into the final quarter.
Abigail Netherton is fouled by number 12, Ever Walker. That is her first. Netherton driving in, goes up, no good. Rebounded by Alford. Alford is blocked. Netherton out in the corner, thought she was going to shoot it. Out to Grissom, said she will, no good. Abby Alford with the pass.
It is getting knocked out of everybody's hands. Warriorettes are playing a little bit harder defense. They really want to get those last points.
Number 2 went up for it. Off the glass, and a jump ball is called.
A little bit of a tussle on the ground for the ball.
Jump ball in favor of the Warriorettes. They'll try to find somebody to inbound to, struggling with it throughout tonight. They find number 2 in the corner. She'll drive in. Tipped out by the Eaglettes, and it'll remain Bledsoe County ball. Once again, going to try to inbound it into anybody that they can find. Finds number 1. Out to 10 shot, no good. Rebound number 21. 21 gets her own rebound. Back out to 10, she'll attempt again. No good. Rebounded by Abby Alford. And number 21 called for the foul, and that is her third.
That'll be their 4th foul for the inning. We got less than 5 seconds left.
Netherton gonna shoot a 3, no good. And that'll end it for the 3rd quarter.
They're starting to pick up the pace a little bit. They can't leave anything behind, especially with that 24-point lead the Eaglettes have on the Warriorettes.
Definitely starting to pick up the pace, but the Eaglettes outscoring them in that half. Eaglettes had 13, while Bledsoe only had 7.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to be able to recover from that in just one period.
Karen Mills being the difference for the Eaglettes tonight. She has racked up the points.
That's pretty usual.
Off of the rebounds.
She always gets so many rebounds. That's just her specialty at this point.
She's got an insane amount of rebounds. A lot of them off of her own shot.
But Shaylin Ross has gotten a good number of points as well during this game.
Definitely has. She has 10.
She's coming in clutch with some of those 3 points.
Shaylin Ross with 10.
And we're coming back into the 4th quarter, and it is Eaglettes ball. Gammon passes over Netherton, who brings it back down to their side of the court. Passes over Grissom to Mills. Goes up for that layup, and it's good. That puts the Eaglettes at 50 points.
Mills' shot is good. This time not off of a rebound. Number 1 for Bledsoe driving in. She draws the foul. Looks like on number 12, Abigail Netherton. It was, and that is Netherton's second foul.
First foul point, no good. C for the second.
McGee's second, however, is. That's one more added to the Warriorettes' count.
Eaglettes are still leading by double the points that the Warriorettes have, but they do have one foul on them just in this last inning.
Team points from Kara Mills throughout this game, as opposed to Bledsoe's leading scorer being Molly Agee. She's got 10, same number as Shaylin Ross.
Indeed, and it's going to be a pretty exciting night later during the boys game, especially since we actually have some seniors on the boys team, contrary to none on the girls team.
Yeah, I think we got 7 seniors on the boys team. Bunch of seniors on their team. Definitely be missing them, as this is like one of their last home games. Got to take these moments in, and against a pretty good team. They lost to Bledsoe last time by 6 points, I believe, but I think it was a pretty interesting game from what I heard. Emma Gammon's shot is good, and that's 3 for her off of the timeout. Bledsoe's number 4 driving in, finds number 21. 21 shot off the backboard is good. And that's her first points of the night.
Pretty far shot to Grissom and Mills to Ross. Ross gives it back to Grissom, who goes up for a 3, and it is good. Brings the Eaglettes up to 56 points.
That's 3 threes from Ellie Grissom tonight. And she's tied with Shaylin Ross, her teammate, as well, with 10 points. Grissom, a little bit of a weird pass to Netherton, stripped away by number 1. Number 1 finds 10, and it's out of bounds on number 10.
And we've kept a good amount of our starters throughout these games, well, throughout these periods. Mills up for the 2, and it's good. Ball was snatched by Emma Gammon, given over to Netherton, who gives it to Grissom.
Grissom finds Emma Gammon. Emma Gammon up for 2, and she's got 2 more.
Eaglettes are leading by 33 points so far.
Roberts looking to check back in over by the score table. Has number 4 shot, and it misses. Mills gives it to Netherton. Netherton back to Mills. Little bit of a 1-2 there. Netherton out to Grissom. Grissom's shot no good. Back to Mills, and she's got 2. That's 23 points for Kara Mills tonight. Netherton off of the pass, strips it away. Goes up for the shot, no good. Rebounded by Gammon. She's got 2 more. Gammon a little bit of a star in this fourth quarter. She's got the most points of the Eagles so far, Eaglettes so far.
And during this timeout, I'd like to give another shout out to the Hitch Outfitters for all your outdoor needs located all around Spencer, Tennessee. And as for Farm Bureau here in Spencer, shout out to Chad Lassiter, whom you can contact at 931-946-2288. Big thanks to them for helping us make this happen. Looks like Coach Sapp was giving them a good pep talk for how many points they're leading with, huh?
Yep, telling them to not make any silly mistakes in these final 5 minutes.
We're coming back from that timeout, and it is Warriorettes ball. It's going to be passed over to number 1, Molly Agee, and she's bringing it back down to their side of the court.
Guarded by Abigail Netherton. Eaglettes once again playing some pretty tight defense in the paint. And just like that, it's stolen away, and Ellie takes a double dribble. She was going to pass it to Netherton. Netherton not looking at it. It's called for the double dribble.
And number 54 is coming in for number 10. Given over to Agee, then to number 4 to number 2. It goes up for the layup. No good. Snatched by Grissom.
Grissom driving in, finds Roberts out on the 3. Roberts shot off of the iron, rebounded by number 4. 4 looked like she was going to pull it there for a second. Instead passes to number 1. Back to number 4, Sherelle. Sherelle dribbling around the perimeter in at number 2. Ava Reel, she gets fouled on the shot, and she'll get a chance to get 2 of her own.
Not many times has either team's been called to the line, and this will be the second foul of the Eaglettes in this quarter. Gammon was holding on to it, but passed it over to Grissom, who's going to give it to Netherton.
Grissom out to Netherton. Netherton drives in, pulls up jumper, no good. Passed out to number 2. Back to the passer, number 1, Agee. Agee back to Real fire, no good. Netherton finds Ellie Grissom. Ellie Grissom with a layup, and it's good.
It looks like they're bringing a lot of people up to the substitute line. Looks like they're going to try to get in some of their younger players and substitute them all in during these last
all the players coming in. Not even in high school. All 8th graders moved up from the basketball team after the season. Get them a little bit of playing time. Ellie Grissom's layup, no good. Netherton trying to poke it away from number 1, Agee. Agee's pass out of bounds.
Yeah, Coach Sapp is sending all these 8th graders in. He already knows that this is a guaranteed win. So he's going to get a little bit of experience in for this.
A bunch of crowd cheers for everybody coming out.
Oh, yeah.
Wow, the bunch of points they've put up. 66 points from your Eaglettes.
It was pretty evenly distributed. Most of them getting at least 10 points each.
Yeah, definitely a bunch of points from every single player on the Eaglettes.
Looks like Warriorettes starting to take it a little bit slow as number 4 tries to pass over. Number 1 succeeds, and they're going to go for that layup. No good. Was bumped. Goes up to the foul. Yes. Goes up to the foul line for the second time. Let's see. Is it the second? Not entirely certain.
fouled by number 23, Raylan Melton. Number 1's first shots is good. Second is not, rebounded by Melton. And she fouls her own fouler. And that's only the second on Molly McGee. Mickey.
Okay, come on. Honest mistake, but we've got number 14 passing over to 33. Back to 14, 23. It looks like they're going to try for that layup, but no good. They're fighting for it on the ground. Yeah.
Abby Grissom fouled behind the back by number 4, and she'll shoot too. First shot is good. And that's Abby Grissom's first points of the game.
And it's given back over to number 1, McGee, to number 10, who attempted a layup, but it was no good. Knocked out and given over to Eaglettes, number 23 to number 10.
Abby Grissom out to Brooklyn Gerald. Gerald to Peyton Roberts. Her shot no good. Melton with the rebound. Melton touches the line on her way trying to save it. Bledsoe County with 6 seconds to play, and they're just gonna walk it out.
And that concludes the Eaglettes basketball game, where they win 67 points to the Warriorettes 29 points.
A little bit of a difference in between the top scorers in each team. Top scorer for the Eaglettes was number 44, Kara Mills, and she had 23. While on the opposing team, the Warriorettes was Molly Agee, and she had 11. And that'll do it for the Bledsoe Warriorettes and the Van Buren County Eaglettes.
And stay tuned, we are broadcasting senior night.
Boys game will be on your way after seniors.
seat in Knoxville to study anthropology while also serving in the United States Air Force Reserve. Number 9, Aspen Davis. Aspen is the daughter of Marissa Davis and Aaron Davis. Aspen is involved in SLT4, HOSA, Beta, journalism, sources of strength, and the Buren County Prevention Coalition. She is cheerleading captain and a member of the cross-country and flag football teams. Aspen plans to open her own salon after obtaining her cosmetology license. Tied for number 7, Alexa Hayden Chavez. Hayden is the daughter of Lee Chavez and April Wade. She's a member of SLT4 and FFA. Hayden plans to attend Bledsoe State Community College in the fall. Tied for number 7, Jedrick Foster Wingham. Jedrick is the son of William and Jennifer Wingham. Jedrick is a member of FFA, 4-H Honor Club, and All-Stars, as well as a member of the cross-country and track team. He plans to continue his athletic career in college while pursuing a degree in mechanical engineering. Number 6, Hope Larochelle. Hope is the daughter of Joseph Larochelle and Christina Hardwick. She's a member of SLT4, HOSA, FFA, and journalism. Hope plans to attend Bledsoe and transfer to Tennessee Tech to pursue a degree in accounting. Number 5, Jensen Maddox Whittingham. Jensen is the daughter of Jacqueline and Andrew Whittingham. She's a member of the cross-country and track team. She plans to attend college for business and open her own bakery in the future. Number 4, Erin Faye Sullivan. Erin is the daughter of James and Cindy Sullivan. She's a member of SLT4, Girl Scouts, 4-H Honor Club, and All-Stars, as well as the cheerleading and tennis teams. Erin plans to study psychology at Tennessee Tech University. Number 3, Ashlyn Marie Hillis. Ashlyn is the daughter of Ashley Hillis. She is involved in FFA, journalism, and was the captain of the varsity volleyball team. Ashlyn plans to attend Tennessee Tech University to pursue a degree in nursing. At number 2, named our salutatorian, Molly Janet Garland. Molly is the daughter of Andrew and Ashley Garland. Molly is a member of SLT4, Student Council, War on the Mountain Media Club, and Cooking Club. She's a member of cross-country, archery, tennis, and the cheerleading team. She plans to attend the University of Tennessee at Chattanooga to pursue a degree in education and eventually become a college professor. Mason presented his senior jersey to teacher Shane Hall. Ladies and gentlemen, number 32, Mason Shadrick. Number 34, Eli Scoggins. He has played basketball for 11 years. He's also a member of the VBHS basketball team and enjoys playing piano. Eli continues his athletic career and academic careers at Walter State Community College, where he will pitch and pursue a degree in engineering. His favorite basketball memories were made during all the time spent with his teammates and coaches. Eli presented his senior jersey to Coach Buren Baker. Ladies and gentlemen, number 34, Eli Scoggins. Number 55, Timothy Baker. Timothy is here tonight with his parents, Tim and Katrina Baker. He has played basketball for 8 years. He is also a member of the cross-country and track and field teams. And he enjoys hiking, being outdoors, and spending time with his friends and family. After high school, Timothy plans to attend Rome State and Tennessee Tech while pursuing a degree in wildlife fisheries science. His favorite high school memory was placing first in the FFA forestry competition with Mr. Lance Smith. Timothy presented his senior jersey to Miss Miriam Aponte. Ladies and gentlemen, number 55, Timothy Baker. Number 50, Bryson Birmingham. Bryson is escorted tonight by his mother, Tiffany Birmingham, and Davey Shockley. He has been a member of the VBHS basketball team for 4 seasons. He's also a member of the baseball and fishing teams, FFA, and 4-H Honor Club. He also enjoys hunting and riding motorcycles. Following graduation, Bryson plans to attend TCAT Crossville for Power Sports Technology with the goal of working for Harley Davidson. His advice for future basketball players is to remember 2 most important rules. Number 1, coach is always right. Rule number 2, if coach is wrong, refer back to rule number 1. Bryson presented his senior jersey to his mother, Miss Tiffany Birmingham. Ladies and gentlemen, number 50, Bryson Birmingham. Number 43, Slade DeLong. Slade is escorted tonight by his parents, Nick and Beth DeLong, who has played basketball for 9 years. He is also a member of the VBHS golf team and FFA. He enjoys hunting, fishing, riding 4-wheelers, and hanging out with friends. After high school, Slade plans to attend Tennessee Tech and pursue a degree in economy and soil science. His favorite memory for basketball was when he nearly caught his team's Panama, Florida condo on fire while attempting to cook during his freshman season. Slade presented his senior jersey to Mr. Dustin Key. That is a correction. He presented his jersey to Mr. Turner Pinkley because Mr. Key is sick and unable to be with us. Ladies and gentlemen, number 43, Slade DeLong. Number 20, Dakota Ryan. more years, and he is also a member of the baseball team. Following high school, he plans to pursue a career in cybersecurity. His favorite basketball memories are the basketball team's Florida trip from his freshman season. His advice to future players is that you can't grow unless you challenge yourself. Dakota presented his senior jersey to Coach William Holland. Ladies and gentlemen, number 20, Dakota Walker. Next is Mr. Nathaniel Bass. Nathaniel was escorted tonight by Dwayne Bass and Jennifer Bass. Nathaniel's hobbies include driving, playing any kinds of games, hanging out with friends and family. His future plans are to go to the workforce for boating and tourism. But if that doesn't work out, he'll go to Tennessee Tech. His favorite thing is when he went on a cruise ship with his family and friends. The accomplishment he's most proud of is getting many opportunities for the future. His advice for players: work hard, actually push yourself, and trust your teammates. Mr. Nathaniel Bass. At this time, we would also request that Coach Dustin Sullivan come to the center of the court. Congratulations to our senior boys high school basketball team. We also want to thank all the parents and families who make this possible. Your dedication to getting into practices and games and your support in the stands does not go unnoticed by your young people. Thank you. At this time, we would like to recognize our senior members of the VBHS cheerleading squad. Cheer captain Aaron Sullivan. Aaron is escorted tonight by her parents, James and Cindy Sullivan. She has cheered for 6 years. She is a member of the tennis team, 4-H Honor Club, and All-Stars, SLT4, Girl Scout, a volunteer at the American Legion, Middle School Drama Club, and Hidden Hollow. Following graduation, she plans to study psychology at Tennessee Tech. Her favorite memory was Spirit Night at Cheer Camp when his fans entered dressed as a crew from the Spindle League. Aaron presented her senior cheer top to Mr. Ian Brown. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Aspen Davis. Next is cheer captain Emily Herod. Emily is escorted tonight by her parents Heather and Jared Scott and Christopher Herod. She's a 2-year member of the cheer squad. She's also a member of the cross-country team, SLT4 yearbook, FFA, and serves as the senior class president. Emily plans to join the U.S. Air Force Reserve upon graduation and attend the University of Tennessee and major in anthropology. Her favorite memory from cheerleading is falling on Cammy's face at cheer camp. Emily presented her senior cheer talk to Mr. Turner Binkley. Ladies and gentlemen, Emily Herod. Cheer captain, Marissa Faye Hankins. Marissa is escorted tonight by Cecilia Shockley and Jason Hankins. She's been a member of the cheer squad for 3 seasons. She's also a member of SLT4, student government, and HOSA. Following high school, Marissa plans to pursue an associate's degree in business at Mohawk State. The accomplishment she's most proud of is being highly involved in high school. Marissa is proud of her high grades, all while also being a dual enrollment student and employed part-time. Marissa presented her senior cheer talk to Miss Jamie Lowry. Ladies and gentlemen, Marissa Hankins. Cheer captain, Brooklyn Davis. Brooklyn is escorted tonight by her parents, Benji and Chrissy Davis. She's a 3-year member of the cheer squad. She's also a member of the VBHS golf team and enjoys dance. Following high school, Brooklyn plans to attend Tennessee Tech and pursue degrees in psychology and creative dentistry. Her favorite memory from cheer was when she cheered at halftime of the Citrus Bowl in Orlando, Florida. Brooklyn presented her senior cheer talk to Miss Amy Sullivan. Ladies and gentlemen, Brooklyn Davis. And cheer captain, Molly Goblin. Molly is escorted tonight by her parents, Andrew and Ashley Goblin. She's a 2-year member of the cheer squad. She's also a member of the VBHS cross-country and tennis teams. And she is involved in SLT4, cooking club, student government, archery, and learning on the mountain. She enjoys painting, coloring, and working out. Following graduation, Molly hopes to attend the University of Tennessee at Chattanooga with the goal of becoming a high school history or foreign language teacher. Her favorite memory of cheer was winning the Powder Puff basketball game. Molly presented her senior cheer talk to Miss Leanne Lewis. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Molly Goblin. And let's give a big round of applause for 2025 VBHS cheer seniors. Now at this time, we would like to recognize the senior members of the Eagle Network, the broadcast team responsible for televising home basketball games throughout our season. First up is executive producer Molly Goblin. While also a member of the cheer team, Molly was named the executive producer of the Eagle Network this year. For the past 2 years, Molly has been in charge of scheduling students for basketball broadcast. She's been a member of the media club for 3 years. Ladies and gentlemen, seniors. And an even bigger round of applause for all of our seniors. This is a very large group of young people. Again, we want to thank our parents and families. Without their support, this wouldn't be happening. These students wouldn't have this opportunity, so we appreciate all that you do as well. Thank you so much, and this concludes our
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Cade Simmons, and welcome back into Van Buren County High School for senior night, and one of the biggest rivalries you will find around the state of Tennessee, Van Buren County Eagles versus the Bledsoe County Warriors. As I mentioned, my name is Cade Simmons, and let's get right into your starting lineups. Number 12 for Bledsoe, Riley Robertson. Number 2, Jordan Simmons. Number 5, Austin Raines. Number 21, Peyton Colbert. And number 23, Austin Crane. For senior night, your Van Buren County Eagles senior lineup is as follows. Number 34, Eli Scoggins. Number 32, Kason Shadrick. Number 43, Slade DeLong. Number 20, Dakota Walker. And number 55, Timothy Baker. Excited for an awesome game here tonight. You can feel the energy in this gymnasium. This place is packed more than we've seen all season night. People are fired up for this game for a variety of reasons, and I know that I'm excited for this game.
Definitely going to be a very exciting one. We know that Van Buren County only lost by 6 points last time to Bledsoe in a very interesting game. Refs, I assume, were calling some pretty weird stuff. I heard from some of the fans, but we'll see here tonight.
Hot start already for the Eagles. They get a steal right off the bat, courtesy of Slade DeLong. Eli Scoggins driving left side and gets fouled hard. 3 Bledsoe players in the area. Gets a standing ovation from his teammates, and he will head to the line to try and score the first points of the night.
That's something that we've seen a lot in from the last game here at home. Eli Scoggins getting a bunch of fouls right off early. Getting fouled a bunch whenever he's going up for those layups. Something that he's very good at, driving into the lane and going up for the layups.
Eli will knock down the first. Eagles, with a win tonight, would have improved to 15-9, I believe. Looking to continue the dominant stretch of playoff appearances that they have had over the years. Have been known as a playoff contender year after year, and they're looking to continue that this season. Eli Scoggins makes both of his free throws, so our score is 2-0 with 30 seconds into the game. Bledsoe going left side. Getting stuck in the mud. Baker there on the defense. Trying to poke free, unsuccessful. The screen is set. Now we'll go to the right. Still no luck. Eagles defense is ferocious. Going inside, laying it up. Rebound from Kason Shadrick. And the Eagles will take over once again. Scoggins going back and forth, getting stuck in some trouble. Here's Shadrick. No good. Rebound, Walker. Both 2 players fall on the ground, and the intensity is already being felt. And the easy layup from Bledsoe on the fast break opportunity. That one courtesy of Peyton Coward. And a terrible turnover. Bledsoe going over the top and lays it in after falling over. Once again, that's Coward. He's already got 4. Oh my goodness, and almost another turnover, and Coach Sullivan is not liking this at all. You can feel the intensity in this, and Bledsoe is ramping up and forcing Van Buren County mistakes.
Definitely some very good defense by Bledsoe here on the Eagles side of the half, trying to get the ball thrown in.
Scoggins looking, he's just going to pull from 3. That one off the front of the rim, and 2 Bledsoe players in the area underneath the hoop to collect it. Spinning inside, going straight up is Walker, and the defense is enough to protect the shot. Now Scoggins, once again, the primary ball handler, loses control, and now a fast break opportunity. They've got the numbers, but the Eagles close the gap. And they will back out and start the offense fresh. But from the free throw line, he's got open space, and he will make it. That one is Crane. Bledsoe off to a hot start tonight. Oh, and a terrible turnover yet again. And an easy bucket, and things have went south quickly for the Eagles, and they will call a timeout. Bledsoe is fired up, and the Bledsoe fans are loving it. A little bit of shock from the Van Buren County crowd, not really knowing what to say here after such a rough start. We're not accustomed to seeing at home for the Eagles.
Van Buren County crowd's shocked as well as Coach Sullivan forcing him to call that timeout. Need to get his Eagles' minds reset to going into this still early start in the quarter.
Want to make sure to thank our sponsors as this game starts. Chad Laster of Farm Bureau being one of those, and as well the Hitch Outfitters. We're very thankful for both of our supporters of VBHS Eagle Network. as we will get back into this. We're accustomed to seeing a few mistakes from this Eagles team. We're not saying that they're perfect, but this level of sloppiness is not something that we are used to. And that time, a successful inbounds will occur, and the foul will be called on Bledsoe. So after a lot of tough turnovers on the inbounds, Eagles finally have across half court, And blocking foul is called, and there's the energy that we were talking about that we thought would occur tonight. Already some boo birds coming courtesy of the Bledsoe fans, not liking that blocking foul call. Thought Scoggins charged inside, but regardless, he will head to the line. Scoggins will make his first free throw. He is 3 for 3 and the only scorer for the Eagles so far. Eagles yet to score a field goal 2.5 minutes into this game. Scoggins will line up. No Eagles down low to get the rebound, but they trust that Eli Scoggins can get it, and he will, so he's 100% so far, and the Eagles will need any advantage they can get. 3 defenders in the area. He'll rise over the top of all of them and will roll it in. Unbelievable. Eagles don't have answers down low and still struggling to get the inbounds with this full court pressure from Bledsoe. Sullivan finally gets across court. Now DeLong has a little bit of space, but Bledsoe closes the gap and loses control of the ball. Poked free by Bledsoe, and will stay Eagles basketball. DeLong now inbounds it. Scoggins, top of the key. 3 defenders, gets blocked, and Bledsoe takes over yet again. Will search to the left side. Bledsoe with a lot of motion. Eagles closing in on every opportunity, playing very close-out defense. And as a result, will force the turnover. But yet again, Bledsoe coming with pressure, not making anything the Eagles do easy tonight. Sullivan, the ball handler, gets away to Scoggins. Now he'll split the gap. He's got to get through 2 defenders, and the reverse on the layup, backhanded, beautiful shot from Eli Scoggins. First field goal of the night for the Eagles, brings it to 10-6. Bounce pass around, falls down, and now it's a fight for the ball, and that's going to be jump, and that will be in favor of the Eagles via the possession arrow. So I'm liking it. I'm liking the improvements that we're seeing so far from the Eagles after the timeout. Wouldn't you agree?
Definitely a shaky start in the beginning, but Eagles trying to find their way back on the offense and definitely doing so and playing some pretty good defense on the strong Bledsoe County offense.
And that Bledsoe defense continuing to be an issue, but now they're finding ways around it. They're getting smart about the way they are controlling this game. DeLong from the corner. Here's a 3. No good. What a rebound by Shadrick. Eagles maintain possession. Bullet pass over to Sullivan. Now Pocket will dump it off. Scoggins has 2 defenders in his face. DeLong looking to try and get some more luck and gets stuck in the mud. Scoggins all alone on an island, and he can't get it. Eagles not shooting like they want to at all tonight, and Bledsoe keeps it in bounds, and they're going to call it out of bounds. They're going to say he stepped out. Crazy turn of events in just 4 minutes of game time already. Eagles are going to have to figure out a way to either take some more efficient shots or just get out of your own head, make those shots. They have really been struggling from the field so far. Sullivan takes it hard and inside, and that's an efficient shot when you have a guy like Callan Sullivan who does not miss down low. Eagles are starting to close the gap. It's a 2-point game. Still need to solidify on defense. Loses his defender, and the 3 is unsuccessful, but the putback is, and once again, that is Colvert. He has been absolutely just decimating the Eagles defense. He's got 6 on the night already. Hawkin, the small ball handler, looking around. He's shifty. They're calling for a walk on the Bledsoe side. No call is given, and Scoggins will keep control of the ball. DeLong now has space. The Eagles' possession continues. Scoggins head fakes. Bouncing inside, 4 defenders in the area, gets rid of it. Bouncing it out. Scoggins now with space again. Is this the one? No, still no. Eagles struggling from deep and still cannot find an answer.
The Eagles offense usually strives on those threes. That's what they usually rely on a lot in these games, and just none of them have been hit yet so far in this game.
Anderson checks into the game for Bledsoe County. So seeing adjustments made. Eagles have not made too many adjustments so far into this game. And an easy steal for Scoggins. He has a 1-on-2, but has a little bit of help from Shadrick, and the foul is called. Eagles bench is fired up. And that will be a shooting foul, so Scoggins, the efficient shooter from the charity stripe, will head to the line once again, see if he can go 6 for 6 on the night in just the first quarter. Of Bledsoe's 4 fouls that have been called on them, 3 of them have been shooting fouls against Scoggins, and it looks like I jinxed him a little bit there as he misses his first. He is now 4 for 5. 80% not bad, though, in the high school game. Scoggins will make the second 5 for 6, 83%, always just a little bit better. And we see the lanky Ty Measles checking into the game, giving the Eagles a little bit more help down low with his length and defense.
We've seen a few layups from him in the last game as well. He's got good ability to get up over the defenders.
So Bledsoe looking to capitalize on their 3-point lead. DeLong closes the gap, and now it's going around the court. And it's poked free once again. Can we see another Eagles steal? No, and the foul is called. So it will stay Bledsoe basketball. That is the first foul called on the Eagles this game. That one was called on Measles, so checks into the game, immediately gets a foul. So we see Anderson on the inbounds, looking around, doesn't have much help, but gets it over and loses control of the ball, and it's Shadrick with the steal this time. Eagles going the other way. Do they have an answer? Sullivan menacing down low. Sullivan imposing his will, and the Eagles are only down 1 after starting out on an 8-2 gap. What a run they have been on. It's been slow but precise. And he loses control of the ball, and it's going the other way. I like the call there from the referees. I originally thought that might have been poked free, but when I was looking at it, it looks like he just lost control on the rogue dribble. .132 left in the first. Hawken gets it over. Sullivan now. Bledsoe still applying pressure. Oh, Hawken loses control of his dribble, and the Eagles got to get it across half court. They get it away to Mooneyham and avoid catastrophe here as we head to close out the first quarter. Now the Eagles have to find a way to put the ball in the basket. Sullivan will pull up from mid-range, and going to be called a push on the Eagles. So it is going to be Bledsoe basketball. Did not see who that foul was on, but regardless, Bledsoe takes over. Lofting it over the top. Now they'll go across the court. Eagles closing very quickly. Now he's going to pull up from the left side. Rebound. 4 defenders. Doesn't matter. Bledsoe finds a way on the interior. What will be the Eagles' response? Still struggling to get the ball across half court. Sullivan doesn't have many options, but he does have the speed, and he has an easy lob inside to Measles. Oh, it was blocked from behind. He'll fight for his own rebound, and it's blocked again. Measles, the lanky shooter, unable to use his height to take advantage, and Bledsoe takes over after a brilliant defensive possession. Here's from the corner. No good. Eagles take over. What a first quarter this has been. Sullivan looks like they'll try to take the last shot of the quarter. 3 here could tie the game, and the foul is called. Oh no, excuse me, I thought there was a foul call. Looks like it was on Sullivan. So Bledsoe takes over. Now they have a chance to expand their lead with 9.3 on the clock. Here we go. Just under 10 seconds in this quarter. In one of the biggest rivalries of this area. Gonna take the jumper. Does it beat the buzzer? It does, but the shot is no good. What a first quarter of basketball that we saw just a second ago. Any thoughts?
Yeah, Eagles definitely have to keep on trying to make a drive in the basket. They're getting fouled almost every single time they go in there, putting Bledsoe County in foul trouble and giving them some foul shots. Definitely something that they need to do to get more points up on the board. Only trailing by 3. Obviously going to be a very good game that we see tonight. You can hear the crowds going crazy. Bledsoe underneath us and Van Buren County across from us and to the side of us, and just everybody's happy and hyped about this game.
Absolutely. And that's one thing that's always kind of fun is because the side that the Eagles nest is on, we don't really get to talk a lot about this on the broadcast, is usually the side where the opposing player sits. So we get to hear all of the opposing fans chirping. They do have it split up about half and half on this side of the gymnasium tonight. So on our right side, we've got tons of Eagles fans, and they have it actually, the funny thing I saw when I was trying to get up here tonight, they actually have it taped off in the middle. I don't know if that's just a safety precaution or a testament to the fierce passions and rivalry of these games, but the fans are passionate for sure. As we start the second quarter, we'll see if that passion contributes on the basketball court. Going left side, has no one to beat underneath, but misses it. Oh my goodness, can't get it the finish underneath. And Scoggins loses control of the ball, diving for it. Pocket gets on top of him, he has control. And jump ball, and I believe that will go in possession of Bledsoe.
And what a dive by Falcon. He just dives right over the defender and grabs the ball out of his hands, causing the Eagles to get the ball after the jump.
So yes, I was wrong. It is Eagles basketball, so what a play there by Falcon to secure it regardless, but it really helps that results in another Eagles possession. They just keep finding ways to stay in this game. Falcon will go from the corner. That one is way off, hits the backboard. It's the back of the rim, and wow.
Falcon just needed to slow down there. He had plenty of time. Defender nowhere near him.
Quick passes, precision by Bledsoe. Eagles going very close on their defenders, but it doesn't matter. Bledsoe just continues to have very strong possessions underneath the rim for the most part in this game, with a few exceptions. Here comes Scoggins, weaving his way through defenders. Oh, Shadrick loses a man and gets it back to Scoggins. Scoggins is going to get fouled underneath. And once again, not much excitement on the call there from Bledsoe fans. But Scoggins heads to the line. I believe this is his, 4th trip to the line out of, 5-6 foul calls on Bledsoe this entire game. It's crazy that he keeps being the one on the receiving end, but I guess that speaks to the fact that Scoggins gets the ball a lot. He's ball dominant. He is Van Buren County's nomination for Mr. 1A. He's had such an illustrious career here at Van Buren County. He's been starting for quite a while now. He's been starting since his sophomore year. He's enjoyed a lot of success, and he enjoys being on this team. 16-12 is our score if you're just joining us. Shadrick unable to get control of the ball as it rolls behind him. So Bledsoe maintains possession after the rogue pass. Passing it in right side. Eagles still playing very close. Sullivan on the defense, helped by Pauken. Cutting inside, and the foul is called on Mooneyham. So Bledsoe will head to the line. I believe this is actually, I may be wrong, there might have been one other trip to the line that Bledsoe's had tonight, but I believe this is either their first or second trip to the line. So Eagles have been able to avoid that, but not on this possession. And Bledsoe makes quite a few adjustments. Here's the second after the miss to extend the lead to 5. He'll miss that one, and Scoggins goes in and collects it. So unfruitful attempt from the line will lead to the Eagles still being only down 4. Sullivan gets over back to Scoggins. And that's going the other way. So not a lot of excitement on the Eagles bench there. Bledsoe fans are loving it. A lot slower pace in this second quarter so far, I've noticed. You know, both teams, it feels like, have really slowed down their actions. They're trying to be more precise, but still a lot of mistakes are being made.
Definitely tons of mistakes being made. Eagles just really need to slow down on their offensive end, playing very good defense, only allowing Bledsoe to score one time.
And that's foul call is against the Eagles now. So there is their third of the quarter already. We're only a minute 40 into the quarter. Eagles gonna have to slow that down quick. Heave of a pass over the top, and he barely collects it. Nice athletic effort there to keep the ball in the hands of the Warriors. Bledsoe starting near the top, near half court. Very lengthy possession, and they lose control of that one. And the Eagles are fired up about that. So still a 4-point game, very low scoring so far compared to what we usually see in these games. Sullivan taking things slow, hands it off to Scoggins. Scoggins eyes down his opponent. And is that a technical? Yes, technical call on Bledsoe. And not a lot of discussion from the Bledsoe bench. I mean, they're obviously unhappy, but I don't see them arguing that call very much. So must have been something unpleasant, we'll just say, that was said on the court. So that's going to be costly in a close game like this one. A few boos from the Bledsoe crowd, but mostly just a little bit of confusion. Scoggins goes 1 for 2 from the line, but it'll stay Eagles possession, and now a 3 here can tie this game up. Bledsoe has controlled most of the game from the jump. So this wouldn't be a Van Buren County Bledsoe game without a technical, that's for sure. I mean, the passion of these teams is unbelievable. We always like to avoid that, but it's the truth. What a play from Scoggins. Oh my goodness, just the stop and go underneath the rim. That's what the Eagles need more of. That's where they've been most successful tonight. Quick possession by Bledsoe, and now things are getting intense. Foul is called. So that is now 4 on the Eagles. So heading to the line is Jordan Simmons, who has 2 so far. He will not make it 3, misses his first free throw. That's one thing that I think has been hurting Bledsoe a little bit so far in this game is their free throw shooting. They have as many opportunities as the Eagles have had, but the opportunities they have had, they have not shot very efficiently. You know, the Eagles haven't had a perfect night from the line either, but it's definitely been the better of the two, and I think that's allowing the Eagles to hang around in this game. Scoggins taking his time, gets it over. Now Sullivan, he'll loft it over the top, and it rolls in. This has become the Sullivan and Scoggins show, much like it's been a large part of the year, but pretty much every possession it feels like I'm saying Sullivan back to Scoggins, Sullivan back to Scoggins. These two have such a cohesion between each other that makes this Eagles offense tick. Going on the right side baseline, and it is good. Nice, efficient shot we usually don't see from any players, but Robertson knocks it down, and another rogue inbounds, but luckily this will stay Eagles basketball. DeLong going to check in for the Eagles. He will replace Mooneyham. That's one thing about this Eagles team that doesn't get talked about a lot is the depth of this team. There is a lot of players on this team. If you look at the bench on the broadcast, you can tell that much. And it allows the Eagles to have a lot of options. Behind the back pass for Sullivan, getting defended very heavily, and that's going to be Eagles basketball. And we're to that point in the game where every single call is getting disputed by the fan bases. This is something else to hear from the nest. Scoggins gets fouled, and there is a lot of energy in here after that one. So Scoggins, for, I don't know, the millionth time, is heading to the line. Yet another trip, and the Eagles once again are going to back up.
Yeah, I think it's been all 6 fouls that he's went to the line.
Yeah, has another Eagles player been to the line? I don't think so.
No.
Wow. I mean, like I said, I think the point I had earlier about him and Sullivan being the main ball handlers, I think that speaks to it. I mean, the Eagles have other scorers, but not tonight. Actually, now I just look at the score sheet that you have right here. All the points have been from Sullivan and Scoggins. And, you know, the Eagles do rely on those two a lot, but usually there's a little bit of variation. But tonight the Eagles are going to their strengths. Eagles guarding very closely now. And that one is going to stay Bledsoe basketball, but nice poke there from Van Buren. Both teams going to fan out. We're about halfway through this second quarter. Looked like a no-look pass there on the inbounds. Nice play from Bledsoe. It leads to an open three, but no good, and over the back. So yet another foul call between these two squads.
No free throw shots, though.
Yeah, it feels like that's the impressive thing to me. Bledsoe has not committed many, shooting. I should say Van Buren, has not committed many shooting fouls. But Bledsoe definitely has. That's been, I think, one of the big dichotomies of this game. There's another call. And that's a reach-in on Van Buren. So Bledsoe heads to the line. It will be Anderson, who's yet to score, but will look to do so here. Want to mention, ladies and gentlemen, this is a tie basketball game. After this continued effort we talked about, the Eagles just being just behind, pending this free throw right here, the Eagles have closed that gap. This has been back and forth, even though the Bledsoe has led the scoreboard. DeLong gets it away. Pauken now, searching around. Doesn't have much help, gets it away to DeLong. Now it's back to Scoggins. Gets it away to the corner. It's blocked. And collecting it, is Scoggins. Scoggins gets it away. Sullivan for three. Yes! That is the first three made of this basketball game, and what has been a defensive juggernaut of the game, Sullivan breaks through. Screen is set. What is Bledsoe's response? This is the Eagles' first lead since the very beginning of the game. Both teams fired up with space from the corner. The answer from Bledsoe is per Anderson. Now both teams have a three. Sullivan loses control of the ball. Bledsoe has a lane. They'll go from three. No good. DeLong fighting for the rebound. Bledsoe keeps it. Going up. No good. Eagles fighting for it. Losing control of it. Oh my goodness. Bledsoe has it. And stealing it is Shedrick, but Bledsoe keeps hold of it. I have lost my commentary ability because of how crazy this game is, and it's going to be Bledsoe basketball. This is unbelievable. What action we are seeing tonight. Are you fired up? I'm fired up. You have the right idea with that water there. The water would be useful. I might have to grab some at halftime because what a game this has been. And the Eagles steal it. Can it get any crazier? Here comes Pauken. Give himself some space. Stop and go. In the corner. It's Shadrick. Yes! Kason Shadrick from downtown. And the Eagles have a three-point lead yet again. 2:41 left in the half. Sullivan guards closely. Bledsoe slowing down now. Trying to not let the chaos of this game get to him. And Sullivan pokes it free. Mooneyham back into the game. He replaces Shadrick. Handing it off. Close defense. Over the top, one-on-one with Pauken, and lays it off the glass. That is a height mismatch if I have seen one. That's one thing Pauken does have to contend with. He has to be strong down low. Scoggins spinning through the contact, looking around, dumps it off. Now Sullivan with the fake, gets it away. Pauken doesn't have many options. He finds Mooneyham. Sullivan now lofts it over the top, and the play starts yet again. Weaving through two defenders, gets blocked at the rim. He gets his own rebound, but Bledsoe has it. Fast break, two defenders down low. He's going over the top, and it's in. Oh my goodness, what a play. What are we witnessing tonight? Sullivan getting around his defender. He'll take one from the baseline. It's off. Rebound. Scoggins hesitates, and he's fouled. Yet another shooting foul committed against Scoggins. He's heading to the line again. Eagles down one. Woo! And one thing that I want to point out, I don't know if you noticed this. I just want you to look and notice what you observe at the line. Bledsoe looks gassed, and the Eagles do too. I mean, I want to put you in a scenario. Can you imagine how you'd feel right now? How do you think you'd feel if you just played 20 minutes of basketball like this?
Crazy. Both teams playing like insanely fast. Bunch of scrambling around. And one thing I've noticed about Bledsoe, if Van Buren County pump fakes, there's a lot of times they're just flying off of them because of how much they want the basketball, which could be a factor in the third and fourth quarter.
It absolutely could. Bledsoe goes and lays it in, and they'll take the lead right back. And getting away to Shadrick. Now bullet pass over to DeLong, and Pawkin goes and collects it. Pawkin now going across the court and finds Scoggins. Here's Sullivan weaving through. Three defenders off the glass. No good. Bledsoe maintains their lead. Under a minute now in the half. Thinks about the three. Pawkin stays close by. And the foul is called. And that means Bledsoe will be heading to the line. That is the sixth foul of the quarter committed by the Eagles.
And the third foul on Kason Shadrick, which he could be huge in the third and fourth quarter with his three shooting ability.
That's one thing I was just about to comment on. I haven't been keeping track of fouls myself, but with how many fouls have been committed in this game, I would not be surprised if a lot of key pieces on both sides find themselves sitting out in the final moments of this game. It is a 2-point game. Make it 3, and it is Robertson knocking down 2 from the line. Eagles down by 3 yet again. They need more momentum heading into the half. In a game like this, 3 points is everything. You are up against your rival on home court. You have to execute now or never. Eagles look to take the final possession. He motions, now he will go over underneath his defender Robertson. 8 seconds left. Eagles spring in action. Finding Sullivan. Sullivan weaving through to the corner. Shadrick's up. No good. We head into halftime. Bledsoe leading the game of the century by 3. What a second quarter that was, ladies and gentlemen. Unbelievable. Want to remind you that we are very thankful of our incredible sponsors, the Hitch Outfitters and Chad Lassiter of Farm Bureau. Both do so much for our incredible Van Buren County Eagle Network programming. We are very thankful for them. Join us back in about 10 minutes as we will be back here in Van Buren County High School in the Eagles' nest. Your Eagles down 27-30. right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back into Van Buren County High School. You're watching the Eagle Network presented by BLTV Channel 6. What a game we saw in the first half between these two rival squads in what looks to be one of the best games you will see all season right here on BLTV Channel 6. And what a way to start it. Off the glass is a three from Bledsoe, knocking it down as Rains. What a start to this second half as Bledsoe extends their lead to 6. Sullivan now. Hands it off. Scoggins searching around, finds pocket. Both teams taking things a lot slower compared to what we saw at the end of the second half, which was just pure mania. Sullivan. Looks like Bledsoe in more of a zone defense, and it's working. Getting the steal there, going over the top, and Bledsoe is off to a hot start. 8-point lead now. The Eagles going to have to find an answer to this Bledsoe pressure. Can't be down 8 in a game like this. Sullivan hands it off to Scoggins. Scoggins going to take his time. The Eagles don't have many openings so far. Now Scoggins tries to make one. Going to heave it over to Slade DeLong, and now it'll go back over, finds its way back over to Scoggins, and the three does not go his way. Bledsoe firing on all cylinders to start this second half. Handoff. Eyeing down Sullivan, now backs it up. He'll go near half court. Now getting help from the screen. He'll go the other way of the screen, go over the top of Sullivan, and rolls it into the basket in one of the craziest shots you'll see in this game. What effort it takes to be able to hook that shot in from the right side. And Coach Sullivan's immediately calling a timeout, similar to what we saw at the beginning of this game where the Eagles found themselves down early and rallied their way back, hoping for the Eagles that they can do something similar tonight. So yes, we are already 2 minutes into this second half. The Eagles have went from down 3 to down 10. This has been a major switch in compared to the back and forth of what we saw in the first half.
Bledsoe not making many mistakes on the drive and getting 2 steals, I think, from Van Buren County, resulting in scores for them.
And yeah, like you mentioned, turnovers have been a major problem for the Eagles all game, especially in these past few moments. But if you remember back to around, I think it was the end of the first quarter, the Eagles were turning it over, it seemed like every single play, especially on the inbounds. And they eventually corrected that, but it seems that those problems are kind of resurrecting themselves in the start of this half. So adjustments will have to be made yet again to Bledsoe's unrelenting defense. What do the Eagles got in their bag? It's Sullivan at the top of the key. Scoggins finds himself down low. They'll go over to DeLong. Gets it away. Eagles methodical in their approach. DeLong has space, decides against a shot. That one's going to bounce off the foot of a Bledsoe player, and now it'll go towards Sullivan. Favoring that left side is the Eagles offense. Now Sullivan has some space, gather steps, no good. And Bledsoe speeding down the court. Look at him go, going left side, fires it up from 3. That bounces off and is collected by Pauken. That would have been disastrous. Pauken now going back across the court, working his way around his defender. Doesn't have much help. Top of the half. Bounce pass around a defender to Pauken. And the Eagles feel a little bit stuck in the mud on offense. Scoggins thinks about the 3, instead gives it over to Sullivan. To DeLong. And the pass to nobody, and it's going the other way, and Bledsoe has had every answer so far to the Eagles, and the Eagles just making tough plays that are just not working at all. Bledsoe bouncing it over. Near the free throw line. Can they get the turnover? Ball bounces free, and it's still Bledsoe basketball. Can they capitalize on the chaos? They have room. They're trying to get it away. They get it away. 3 ball up. 3 ball good. And that one is from Anderson. That's his second 3 of the game. Only scoring for him coming on 3s. So he's got 6 so far. Eagles now down 13. They have allowed 10 straight points to open up this quarter. They have got to find something or they are not winning it here on senior night in one of the biggest rivalries they'll play all year. Mooneyham bounces it over. Scoggins playing tough. And that's going to be jump ball. And that possession arrow goes towards the Eagles, but still more tough interior looks. A lot of what the Eagles were making work earlier in the game was those interior looks, and now it's just not happening. Eagles going to have to probably find a way to space out this defense and, threaten a 3. Instead, they'll go inside. Scoggins' shot bounces off, and Eagles unable to collect it. Charging ahead. And it rolls off, luckily for the Eagles, but now he's a little bit stuck here. And he's teched up. So another technical on Bledsoe. So wow, what a game this has been. Now you'll occasionally see one technical every once in a while, but the sign of a true rivalry is when you see 2 of them, because that is unbelievable. I did not catch quite what was going on there. Now they're gonna have a little bit of discussion on what should be done. But Scoggins heading to the line, and what has been a familiar place for him tonight. He is seeing a lot of the free throw line this afternoon. So that's the first, negative of this quarter so far for Bledsoe, because everything else has just turned up Warrior way.
And I think that's number 5's 4th foul. So number 15 coming in for him. Yep. As he got his 3rd and 4th there. 1 for the foul, 1 for the tech.
Yeah, that was one thing that we talked about earlier, is we thought foul trouble could be an issue. Now, myself, I did not think it was going to be an issue for either of these teams this early on, because we're halfway into the 3rd quarter and we already got players fouling out. But, when you're playing this physical of a brand of basketball, that type of stuff can happen. Scoggins goes 2 for 2, and it'll be Eagles basketball, and maybe they can start finding their way back into this one.
And the person that has 4 fouls has been a major contributor in this 3rd quarter. He's leading Bledsoe in this 3rd quarter with 5 points.
That's a brilliant observation. Can the Bledsoe offense continue to execute without one of their key contributors? He hadn't scored before this 3rd quarter, but he had been leading the way so far, and that is devastating, as you mentioned. Can the Eagles capitalize? Scoggins finds the right corner. Gets it back from DeLong. Fakes the pass. Gets away. Pauken now. Eagles don't have many options. Bledsoe sort of double teaming on every single player. Bounce pass inside, and it goes rogue. Bledsoe has it once again. Yet another devastating turnover. And to put it up from mid-range. That one's off the front of the rim. Fighting for the basketball. And Pauken has it. Pauken now charging ahead. Doesn't find much. Goes to Shattuck in the corner. Bounce pass around the corner. And Scoggins can't get it to go. And just more fruitless attempts for the Eagles. There are only 2 points coming off of a technical foul in this quarter. This has been a devastating quarter for the Eagles. They have to find something immediately, or it might be game over. So let's see what they do. Scoggins on the left side, Sullivan up the middle, Pauken on the right, helped by Walker. Shattuck going to shoot one from deep, and it's going to go in. And that's what I talked about earlier, that if the Eagles' interior offense isn't working, go from deep. And now I wasn't expecting something from that deep, but anything to jumpstart the offense is helpful. And Van Buren does just that. Still, Eagles find themselves in an 8-point gap as we get close to the end of this 3rd quarter. What a senior night it has been so far. If you're Coach Sullivan, is there any tips that you're trying to give your team right now?
like I said before in the first half, they've been going for those fakes. We saw Eli Scoggins just fake a pass and the Bledsoe defender going way out for it. Those are the types of things that you kind of want to do to get your offense going. You make them fake, you get them off of your back, and you either got a shot or a pretty good pass that you can make. And I think that's something that definitely needs to be talked about.
We'll see if the Eagles make those adjustments you just listed. I liked a lot of what you said there. I'm sure Coach Sullivan was echoing a lot of similar things. Going over the top off the high glass is no good. The Eagles need another answer on offense. I've been saying need a lot tonight, but it's been the truth of this third quarter. It'll stay Eagles basketball, Pocken inbounds. Sullivan taking things slow. Going left corner. Walker doesn't have the space to execute. Will dump it off to Pocken. Now going to the right side. Can't test anything over there either. Rogue pass, and it's still collected by the Eagles. And the 5 seconds is called on Scoggins, and more unforced errors on the Eagles. So it is going to be Bledsoe basketball. Dean with the ball. Bouncing it inside. Over the top of three defenders and making it. Wow. What a play there from Robertson. So back up to 10 points is this gap. Around the corner. Going inside through two defenders, and the foul is called. That one is not going to be a shooting foul for once. So the Eagles look to throw it in. Quick change here as Anderson comes into the game for Bledsoe County. Getting it to Scoggins. Scoggins thinks about handing off, now he will. Pocken now. Walker's going to shoot the three. Walker will make the three. And we saw a lot of hesitation there from all of the Eagles players. They had a little bit of space. They're like, oh, don't want to shoot it? No, I'm going to pass it. Oh, don't want to shoot it? No, I'm going to pass it. Walker says, I'll be the big man, and I'll shoot it from downtown. Eagles down by 7 now. 1 minute left in the third. Shadrick looking to keep up with his defender, with his offensive player, excuse me. Another high shot off the glass. Fighting for the ball. Possession arrow will go in favor of the Eagles. And another substitution here for Bledsoe. That is Crane checking into the game. He saw some use in the first quarter. So Eagles starting to find a little bit of something here as we close out 3 quarters of play. We'll see if they'll hold on to it here or attack and potentially give Bledsoe another chance at the basketball. "27 seconds now. And it looks like it'll be the first option. They will hold on to this one. The Eagles have been very patient in this quarter, and that's reflected by the fact they have 0 fouls on the board. And push is called. 4 fouls committed by Bledsoe.
And that's 3 fouls on Jordan Smith, and he's been a pretty big contributor in this game.
We'll see how that goes for Bledsoe. But foul trouble continuing to be an issue. The Eagles have seemed to resolve a lot of that issue, but Bledsoe still committing a lot of unruly fouls. To the corner, it's Walker. Another one? No! That is the most unfortunate rattle out I think you'll ever see. I thought that one was in for sure, but just doesn't go his way. And shots like that can be the difference between a win and a loss here at home. So as we head into the 4th quarter of senior night between Van Buren County and Bledsoe, at the peak of this rivalry, we want to remind you of our wonderful sponsors here of Van Buren County Eagle Network, that being Chad Lassiter of Farm Bureau and the Hitch Outfitters. Once again, we want to thank both of them for their incredible support of Van Buren County basketball and what has been an incredible season so far. And the Eagles and Eaglettes still got a little bit of ways to go before tournament season, so make sure to stay tuned as we look to close out this season. Both cheer squads firing up their teams. And when you think about it, you know, the Eagles, you divide 35 points across 3 quarters of play, scoring about 12 points a quarter, and they're down by 7. So you're going to need some major adjustments here in this fourth quarter to make the comeback. And I think that the fouls that we were talking about might be the Eagles' way back into this game.
Yeah, definitely. As you saw from that quarter, Eagles had no fouls while Bledsoe had 4, because Bledsoe's just fighting for the basketball like really hard. That's why those pump fakes are working for the Eagles.
Here we go. 8 minutes left to decide one of the biggest rivalries of this region. Goes left side. Has Palkin guarding him closely. Dumps it off. Now going near top of the court, half court. Bouncing inside. All 5 defenders of the Eagles were in the area, but it did not matter. What a play. Interior offense continues to be the name of the game for the Warriors. To the corner is Shadrack. Now they'll bounce it over left side. Bledsoe doing a great job closing the gaps. Shadrack's just going to have to take a deep 3, and that one is going to be way off. That one's going to be an air ball. And things are getting desperate. Bledsoe now has some space. It's a one-on-one with Pocket. Now he'll dump it off. Leads his player over to the left side. Has some space up the middle. He'll take the jumper and make it. Oh my goodness. Dean with a nice shot. Eagles down 11 now. This has been a second half takeover for Bledsoe. Walker's going to take the 3. That one's off, and you can feel the desperation from the Eagles. They are falling apart at the seams right now, just throwing everything at the wall, and nothing is working. Going to take the 3. And now another air ball. We are seeing some sloppy basketball right now. That is 3 air balls. Shadrack thinks about 3. He says, I don't know, I might not. Walker's going to take another one. Oh, no, that one was almost an air ball. And both teams' shooting is just falling apart. So Bledsoe will back it up. Now they're going to try to take some time off the clock by playing just a little bit slower. Working on his defender. Over the top. Bledsoe's relied on that mid-range tonight. Here's Dean. Dean, no good. Put back, no good. And it's a foul. And there's the first foul of the second half on the Eagles. And things are not looking good. Scoggins a little bit shaken up after the play. And Dean will head to the line. Excuse me, Simmons will head to the line. So looking at the foul count for the Eagles, Kason Shadrack is leading the team. He's got 4 of them. And most of the Eagles are staying out of foul trouble. Not too many fouls. Should not foul out of this game, but those fouls are going to rack up quickly when we get to the end of this game, as the Eagles will probably have to foul to have any chance. Bledsoe's scoring has been very spread out, so, looking at it, if any of these players foul out, yes, that would be detrimental, but for the most part, I think that Bledsoe will be all right, even if they experience some players fouling out. And as Bledsoe goes the other way, it looks like we have an injury. Scoggins a little bit shaken up there on the other side of the court. So Scoggins shaken up, and things are just getting rough out here for the Eagles. So what was a back and forth close game, the Bledsoe has absolutely dominated in the second half. You got to give credit to the coaching staff of the Warriors. They have found what has been working, and they have executed on it perfectly. Coach Sullivan's going to take a timeout, and the Eagles are going to have to process what has been a detrimental few minutes of basketball here if they want any shot.
Definitely been very scoreless half. There's only been 2 threes given by the Eagles in this whole entire half with how many minutes played?
It's up to 11 minutes of basketball played, and the Eagles have 6 points in that span. So yeah, absolutely what you're saying is correct. The Eagles just have not been able to score in these past few moments. Don't know what the solution will be, but we will hopefully. Coach Sullivan is an incredible coach. We'll see if he can figure something out. But we've got 5 minutes of basketball left to figure that out. And I will say, we were talking a lot about the fouls. It's definitely calmed down these past 3 minutes. Only 1 foul between the 2 squads. Still, it's been a mistake-ridden game, and it's been crazy chaotic. Tons of turnovers, tons of steals, tons of blocks. But, some of that isn't the chaos. Some of it is just very strong defense. These teams, they have been thriving on the defense. I mean, if you can hold a squad to 35, you're doing all right. So here comes the Eagles' last-ditch effort to get back into this game with 5 minutes left. Scoggins finds Pocken. Now it's over to Sullivan. 2 defenders close by, backs out of the space. Scoggins loses control, and it is picked up by Shattering. Eagles start fresh. Scoggins bouncing inside, finds Sullivan. Sullivan will go from 3. Sullivan will make the 3. That is the jump that you need. Make it 10. 4.5 minutes left. Bledsoe taking things very slowly and for good reason. Going one-on-one with Pocken. Pocken stays close by. Going over, left corner, shot up from 3, no good. Rebound yet again. Rebounding has been killing the Eagles in the second half. And that one's off, and it's collected by Pocken. Eagles taking it back. Gonna have to find some more. Scoggins punts it back over. The screen is set. Sullivan working the baseline, now gets it over. That ball is deflected. Shatter's just going to take the 3. That one is way off. So that attempt appears to be fruitless, and Bledsoe will go back to work on their side of the ball. So once again, it's a one-on-one top of the key. DeLong guarding closely. Now gets some help from Sullivan. It doesn't matter. Those, I guess I'll call them mid-range paint shots, from about 5 feet out. Bledsoe's thrived on those tonight. They're using their height and their reach to get clean shots down low that the Eagles just haven't been able to. It's a 13-point game once again. Scoggins now off, and the Eagles just have not been able to shoot in this fourth quarter. The screen is set. Ball's poked free. Bledsoe keeps it. Things have slowed down majorly. It's become a chess match. Left side, lots of space. Sullivan getting aggressive on the defense. And timeout is called by Bledsoe with 2:43 left. And the Eagles are going to need a miracle.
Definitely going to have to be driving in more. That's a lot of what we saw in the first half that kept the Eagles so close with Bledsoe. Eli Scoggins, every single one of his points were from driving in and either drawing a foul and shooting a layup or just foul shots after he gets fouled. That's how you're going to get your fouls from Bledsoe, is driving in and trying to shoot those tough shots. It's something that nobody wants to do, but it's something that you're going to have to do if you're going to want to catch up. You're going to have to put Bledsoe into some foul trouble, get some of those good players out of there, because there's two of them that are pretty bad foul trouble.
And the dichotomy with this late in the game for the Eagles is the fact that, they felt the pressure of being down 13, and, I get that. You feel like you got to take a lot of threes, but it's not something that they've had as a strength this game. And as a result now, from all those missed threes, now it's 2:43. Now it's like, okay, well, we really got to take more threes to compensate. So you're just kind of stuck in this endless cycle where the thing that you've been best at all game, which is trying to drive down low with players like Sullivan and Scoggins, you feel like you can't really go to that with just the time constraints left. That's why I say that the Eagles are going to need a miracle, because either they're going to have to start shooting better or are going to have to have an incredibly efficient rest of this game from down low. Bouncing it away. Sullivan finds Scoggins. Scoggins going to go up underneath, and there's a nice efficient shot from Scoggins. 11 points now, 2 minutes left. And if you're Bledsoe, you're draining as much clock as you can. I think the Eagles are going to have to start fouling soon, because with no shot clock in high school basketball, it's just too easy for a team. Some consider it unethical, but really it's a strategy. Just hold on to the ball. Bledsoe does not look like they're going to do that. Oh, yes, they will. I thought for a second they were going to take a shot, but instead they will just back off. And the Eagles are just going to have to foul or just give up on this game. And what has been an incredible effort on both sides. You can tell both sides are exhausted, but it's just not went the Eagles' way, and there is a foul. Problem for the Eagles is, as I say, the fouls, they still got to get 3 more of those before they can send Bledsoe to the line. And you're with only a minute 35 left. That's going to be a tall task. And looks like timeout was called. Don't know if that was a referee timeout. I think Bledsoe called the timeout, but not really sure. But regardless, both teams will take a moment here. The Eagles down by 11. Your Van Buren County squads head to Moore County next. 3 games left on the season after this. Then a very important district game at home against South Pittsburgh. And then wrapping up the season on a Saturday at Grundy County. So Eagles don't have much more basketball left. Eagles and Eaglettes do not. With a loss here tonight, Eagles move to 14-10. Will stay 2-1 in the district. That South Pittsburgh game coming up in the district is going to be vitally important as we move towards tournament season. And we've seen a lot of back and forth from this Van Buren County, this boys squad as of recent. They've been winning, losing, winning, losing, winning, losing after going on a lengthy winning streak earlier in the season. Have not been able to find consistency, and this will be their second straight loss, barring a miracle. Going inside and having all the space, and there is the strawberry on top of the ice cream sundae for Bledsoe. They march in their rival's house and take down a vigilant Eagles squad, as all the Van Buren County do is look on and watch. And the foul is called, minute left, so that's the 3rd foul now committed by the Eagles in the 4th. And DeLong goes and fouls. So it looks like the Eagles will try to make them head to the line, but with only a minute left, they're going to have to hope for a lot of bad Bledsoe free throw shooting and a lot of good looks from downtown. Minute left in the game, and DeLong goes and picks up another foul. So that will be 2 for DeLong, I believe. He's been mostly staying off the sheets on that end. But Bledsoe will head to the line. It will be Dean taking a look at it. He has 4 points on the game. As I mentioned earlier, Bledsoe's scoring has been very spread out. Robertson with 8. You have a guy like Simmons, who I believe has around 10. You have Colvard with 10. Very spread out, very efficient shooting. So a few substitutions here. And Dean back at the line. And he will make the second, make it a 14-point game. Eagles going to have to move quickly. very quickly. And that one is no good, and Pauken immediately goes and fouls. So now the Eagles in an even bigger hole. So it'll be Dean back at the line. And a large part of the Van Buren fan base has cleared out. There's still a lot here, but obviously a lot of disappointment as this game comes to a close. You always want to try to win a big one against your rival, but once again, got to give a lot of credit to this Bledsoe County squad. This was such a back and forth game, and if you just tuned in the second half, you would think to yourself, man, what's he talking about? This game hasn't been back and forth at all, but that first half was so ferocious, but Bledsoe's just been able to outlast their rival, and got to give a lot of credit to them. So Bledsoe will go 2-0 against the Eagles on the year. Second one will be a miss, so 0 for 2 there. And Scoggins does not take the three. Now it'll be DeLong, and I believe that they got a piece of that one. And that should all about do it. Eagles aren't even going to foul. I take that back. Shadrick will foul. And I think Coach Sullivan said to him, listen, I get the idea, but let's call this one. Let's head home. So that will be the second straight game where the Eagles score 41 or less. Offensive struggles have become apparent in recent moments for the Eagles. Bledsoe has not shot well from the line. If this gap was just a little bit closer, this could be a different story for the Eagles. And Bledsoe going to make full substitutions, and they will get cheers. The starters will get cheers as they head off the court. Ovation from the crowd, and the second one is made. Now it's a 15-point game. And substitutions will be made by the Eagles too. Howard Measles checking in. So is Baker. So Howard will take it up the court. Mooneyham will take the three, and that one will be no good. And that will do it, ladies and gentlemen. Bledsoe County marches into Van Buren County High School and collects an impressive win. They'll take it to the basket, and a foul call on Howard with 20 seconds left, so they'll be heading to the line yet again. Yeah, looking ahead, Eagles will look to try and capitalize on the knowledge from this game as they head into the rest of the season, which is waning to a close quickly. I mean, in just about a week, this season will be over for the Eagles. Starting next Tuesday, as I mentioned, against Moore County, then heading back home on Friday here against South Pittsburgh, and then a Saturday game against Grundy, and then it's on tournaments. So the Eagles are going to try to wrap things up very quickly and head into tournament season and feel locked and loaded. The Eagles know how to make deep runs in tournament season. Eagles and Eaglettes do. And a nice three there from Baker. Excuse me, not Baker. But Bledsoe takes it home in a rivalry game. Eagles lose a tough one, 43-55, but got to give credit to both squads. This was an intense game. Once again, want to thank you for watching Van Buren County basketball on the Eagle Network and BLTV Channel 6. We will see you next time. Take care.